Hey, what is up guys, 𝐁𝐄𝐋𝐿 here, and I'm going to show you how to level up fast in Fishing Sim World and start catching some big fish right from the start, and that's going to give you the opportunity to earn some TP points to spend towards more gear. When I first started playing, my first inclination was to start fishing the bigger lakes for bass and carp, and I'm not sure if you saw my previous gameplay video, but that does take some time to locate those fish, then to get a strike, and then to pull them in. The easier way to fish in the beginning is to fish a smaller venue, because you don't have to hunt for the fish. And I'm going to be fishing in Germany at the Waldsee. Now, before you go there, you want to go into equipment and select the course default tackle box. I can't remember what the default setup for each one of the rods are in that tackle box, but this is how I set up each one of my rods. You want the 9-foot 𝐁𝐄𝐋𝐿 fishing rod for all three of them, the 𝐁𝐄𝐋𝐿 Carp beginner reel, Guru Pulse monoline. Set the hook to blowback rig 12 for all three, and then for each rod, set up a different bait. One with chopped worm, one with white bread flakes, and one with maggots. It's not really all that important that they are different, it just gives you a greater variety in the fish that you're going to catch. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Freedom Fishing and I'm going to select Waldsee. Then I'm going to select the course default tackle box, and then I'll hit start. The location you start at doesn't really matter either, but I prefer to go back here. I'm going to go up to the dock, and then I'm going to claim a peg. I'm going to cast out my first rod to the left, and I'll cast that out about 80 to 85 power. Now I'll select the second rod, and I'm going to cast that out in the same area as the first. In the process of trying to cast out all three of these lines, you may end up getting a hook. If that happens, just select the rod number and then attempt to reel the fish in. These fish are not jumpers, but they are strong, which is going to require drag adjustment while you're reeling them in, and it's going to require precise movement with the rod. You have to wear these fish down so you can net them. And for anyone wondering, the fishing in Fishing Sim World is catch and release. That's how this lake here is so well stocked. If you do manage to get all those three lines out and you're not getting a bite, once that third line is in the water, select put down the rod. Now select pick up the rod, and a menu is going to pop up giving you the option to select which rod you want to pick up. Select the fourth rod. This is a spod rod. You want to cast the spot out near your lines. Every time the spot lands in the water, it releases bait to attract the fish. With that blowback rig, you're going to get a wide variety of fish here, including roach and bream, koi, and maybe even an occasional carp. Now, once you've leveled up a couple times, you might want to upgrade your hook to start targeting some larger fish because they are more experienced. So I'm going to exit, go back to the store, and I'm going to go to Carp Course, and under hooks, I'm going to purchase the 6-hinge rig. And then in bait, I'm going to purchase the sweet corn single large. Once I purchase both of those, I'm going to go back to customize and equipment, and in that tackle box, I'm going to switch out all three hooks and the baits on all three of those rods for that 6-hinge rig and the sweet corn single. Now I'm going to go back to Waldsee and I'm going to do the same thing again, casting out to that left side. And you're going to see with that hook bait combo with the 6-hinge rig and the sweet corn single large, you'll start targeting larger tench and bigger carp, and even potentially catfish. These bigger fish will put up even more of a fight, and it's going to take longer and be a little bit more difficult to wear them down with that default rod, reel, and line. Eventually, I did purchase a new rod and reel, the 10-foot 𝐁𝐄𝐋𝐿 Serpent and the 𝐁𝐄𝐋𝐿 Tournament reel, which has a lower gear ratio than the default reel. But what I found out is that that was absolutely not necessary. The thing that is going to make the biggest difference is upgrading your line to a higher test. I purchased the Sunline Super FC Sniper, which is 20-pound test line, and that will allow you to set your drag up to 30. Then you can easily lead those fish around and wear them down faster. So you don't really need a new rod and reel, but what is really going to help is if you do purchase that upgraded test line. If you want to start catching even bigger fish for more experience, buy the 4-hinge rig, and under bait, purchase the Dendrobano worm. Equip both of those, go back to Waldsee, go to that exact same location, but this time we're going to cast out to the right. And you want to switch your casting method to a pitch cast and just flick that line right out there. Now from this spot, you can catch some really big carp, like 50 to 60 pound carp. And just from fishing here and using these methods, you should be able to get to 20 pretty quickly. I know I did. So I hope this video helps you out. If it did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Yeah, Shady Wags got your back. It's so entertaining. You need to subscribe to Got Your Back gaming gameplay and reviews, even doing walkthroughs. This the best gaming channel. I'm just telling you the truth. PS4, Xbox One, or even PC. Plenty tips, all the tricks. This is just what you need.